be back at the desk. Gonna wrap up training camp, see what they do for the 53-man roster, the practice squad, stuff of that nature. So, but probably chop it up about 20, 30 minutes right here. And let's talk about kind of yesterday a little bit. I think it's more about Hendon Hooker, and Maurice Alexander stepped up, but man, there's some guys they gonna have to cut that just ain't gonna cut it. Um, so, uh, Maurice Alexander, he got return ability. He had a nice game, led the team in receiving last game. Believe he might be a bigger variety receiver. They just don't have the receivers, to be honest. Um, the answer for a third receiver and how they align a receiver that can play on the outside and replace Josh Reynolds, they just don't have it on this roster. Donovan Peoples-Jones suck against first teamers. He suck against second teamers. He suck against third teamers. He suck against guys who ain't even gonna make the team. So that was who they was banking on to, figure it out. And he simply has not, guess what, figured it out. So for the most part, J-Mo seemed like, hey, he got it. You had surprises like, um, Isaiah Williams, but he's more of a slot receiver. So for the most part, they just, Donovan Peoples-Jones failed us. He got to get cut. Now another guy, and I'm going to come back and talk about the receivers right after this. James Houston was in trouble of getting cut. You got to understand, too, for him, there might be a sense of entitlement, but also he's coming off a broken leg. And I think he ended up coming back late last year. I don't remember, but didn't he do anything significant? But he flashed his ability versus some guys that ain't going to make the team last year, but make the team this year. But, him coming around the edge and that other guy, Ubuku or whatever, he seemed to be pretty good. But I'm not sure they shouldn't have traded for Matt Judon. But the saving grace in that is, the saving grace in not trading for Matt Judon is that, Anazorki is healthy and it looked like he gonna be a problem, So, and I know some people say DJ Reader. For the most part, Reader ain't a pass rusher like that, So they add another top tier pass rusher, we hope, in Levi Anazorki. So that's kind of what you're looking for. And then Pascal, I mean, honestly, between me and y'all, I'm tired of that dude. That dude ain't never been healthy. In college, he wasn't healthy. He was injured this training camp. Like, Jesus Christ. Between him and Peoples-Jones, bro, like, damn, he need to retire. I hate to say that, but that dude ain't never healthy. He walked in with an injury. That if Josh Pascal he'll play, and he looks like a phenomenal player. He looks great. He looks great playing. But dog, you breathe on that motherfucker. Excuse my language, because it got to be said in this context. He get injured. He get injured. You breathe on him, he get injured. Like, dog. You'll be like, damn, man, when he play, he look like he could be one of the best defensive ends in the league. He always in the backfield. He always stopping the run. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a problem. But then he'll have a good game, and then you don't even see when he get injured. Well, Pascal's out for 2 to 3 weeks with an injury. You be like, God damn, when did he get injured? Hold on. You be like, when did he get injured? When did this happen? Hold on. Sit. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hey, sit. Miles. Sit. Miles. Sit. I'm not going to say it again. Down. Thank you. You be like, damn, when did Cuz get injured? He be out of there. I'm picking up dog shit, so I gotta... Come on, we ain't going that way. So, Yeah, that's another dude. Like, I'm like, just as frustrated we was with Levi Onwuzurike, I'm frustrated with Dog. Dog ain't never healthy. Never. Pascal, man, and you don't even see the injuries happening. After the game, yeah, we might be without Pascal for a few weeks. He got hurt going to the sideline, and the Gatorade cup cut his lip. So, he out 4 to 6 weeks. Like, God damn. Hold on. Don't walk in that glass. Come on. You like, damn, already? But back to receiver, I just wanted to say why that was on my mind. But around the receiver, the answer ain't on the team right now. It ain't. Khalif ain't a guy that you want on the outside. So Benja, either, they waiting on somebody to get cut, because the reason why they ain't gonna trade for nobody like Miles. Johan Dotson would have been a good guy to bring in. He could do some things on the inside. He could do some things on the outside. But the problem with that is Brad Holmes gave up all our compensation for Manu and Vacky. And that's kind of what people were saying, like, well, he gave up a lot to get those guys. But, those are long-term plays. So we'll wait to see how they evolve out there. But that's what I imagine happening. I think Darius Slayton of the Giants will be perfect, a productive receiver. Once he got a quarterback, he's productive. Terrence Marshall, I loved him coming out of LSU. Was he a DJ? He reminded you of DJ Shark, big tall receiver, fast. Um, Cortland Sutton would be expensive. And he'd be ideal, but he'd be expensive. I'm not even sure if the Broncos would be willing to give him up. So there might be a few options out there. That kid that the Chargers drafted last year from TCU falling down the depth chart, but then again, he got problems catching the football. So I wouldn't pretty much say he is an option. I mean, maybe if the Carolina Panthers, feel like they want to go into a youth direction and they want to move on from Adam Thielen, even though Thielen more of a slot receiver, I think the assignment for Thielen and then St. Brown would be both of them playing more on the outside and just rotating, playing, the outside receiver. But people say, well, Terrence Marshall hadn't done much. What's the difference between him and another young receiver that hasn't really proved itself? He just ain't had the ability to have the production. He ain't had the consistent quarterback play. So like Quentin Johnson, like he just sucked when he got in the game. Terrence Marshall just ain't really had consistent quarterback play. And I think, throwing it up to him for Jared Goff, I think it'll take some time because he's a fast guy. He's a learning guy. He's an athletic guy. But I do think that I just like what I seen from him in LSU. Come here. I just like what I seen from him at LSU. So, no, come here. So, hold on real quick. Yeah, I like what I seen from LSU, but I think Darius Slayton, he would be a good receiver for us. But he traded all our compensation, and if they don't go out and get nobody, then you'll say, well, at what point do they do any of these guys develop into a top receiver? I would say it's hard to tell. Um, yeah, I would say it's hard to tell, but I would say it's hard to tell, but I can't tell you, to be honest. I don't have no belief in none of them. Maybe when they had Antoine Green because he could run, but you gotta remember he was a 6th-round draft pick, right? So that is what it is. But as far as receiver, all they're gonna do is they're gonna supplement not having the receivers with tight ends, with getting the ball to their running backs, and you might see a lot of less. Hold on. You might see a lot less 5 wide receivers spread out in shotgun, And if you do see a lot of those receivers spread out, you're going to start seeing running backs spread out. You're going to start seeing tight ends spread out in the formation. You're going to start seeing them spread it out. And, one thing that make that deadly is that, why would this squirrel run right there? He made it. But, one thing that's be deadly about it is once you put tight ends and running backs out there and spread them out, then, when they run the ball out of those spread formations, you got better blocking out there than receivers. Your average running back and your average your tight end block better than your, average receiver. So, man, and then when you come into the season with a lackluster position group like the receivers, I guarantee you the injury bug gonna hit them. J-Mo durability, to depend on him has been non-existent throughout his career. St. Brown, he thugged it out with an oblique injury. But everybody forget the previous year, he got hampered with an ankle injury. So you talking about in a high injury game, a high injury position, if you lose one of them, it's over with. So that's my problem with Brad Holmes. Like with Brad Holmes, double tap the screen to like the video. That's my problem with Brad Holmes. He don't have any foresight. He's one of them, I guarantee you he go to church. I guarantee you. Because he got that church mindset where everything gonna be okay. It's in God's hand. I mean, I believe in that too, but at some point, God can't always take the wheel. Sometimes as a believer or as a person, you control your own fate. You control your own destiny. So sometimes you gotta be proactive. You can't just wait around for somebody to do something for you and God to send help. Sometimes you gotta be the help. And a lot of times when they lacking in the position and they lacking to go out there and be proactive and do something, a lot of times he just lacks being proactive to do it. That receiving core is thinner than Homer Simpson here. It's thin. And one injury to that receiving core to one of the main receivers, it's over with. And they both have a history of being injured. And that's one thing people got to look at. So yeah, you can put Jahmyr Gibbs and Dave Montgomery and Vacky out there and Zester out there and Wright out there. During the commentating, they said that Ben Johnson said during the game that they only scratched the surface of what they want to do with Sam Laporta. Don't forget, he got injured late last season too. He got injured late last season. Like I said before. See, I must be in the area. I got bars. No, I don't. Let's get from over here. Hold on. It's my Verizon. So I was gonna take him over here, but we can go to a hot area. Come on. Let me see what my bar is right here. They coming up, so we gotta go back this way. Come on. Come on. It's about to rain too. Come on. Come on. Here, come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, y'all. I'm walking my animal. Let's go. We're gonna go to a better area. So my bad. So we going back to a higher. I know now when I come over this way, I don't got no bars. But yeah, so receiver is the one place I'm concerned about. I talked about the defensive end unit. The one thing I like about that real quick, and I'll talk about Hooker. The one thing I like about that is they got multiple guys. I don't know if that Canadian football guy gonna make it. He made like a semi play yesterday. James Houston, he may not make it. Who else we got out here? I never been high on Marcus Davenport. He another Josh Pascal. You breathe on him. Remember that song? Who was it? Mason Diddy had or whatever. Breathe, shake, stretch, let it go. You breathe, stretch, shake, let it go on him. He get injured. So that's another guy I don't really. Brown Holmes love these broken up dudes, dog. That's two things I hate about him. He don't have any. He not proactive when he need to be, and these injury prone dudes, he got an addiction to them. But so when you look at it, Pascal, Davenport, Houston, then Buku dude. I know I'm butchering his name, but he did pretty good. He got the strip sack yesterday. Then he did his little, nasty dance. So they're gonna have honors rookie play some defensive end, especially when what's old buddy name come back? DJ Reader coming back. They firing up Reader soon. Reader should be fired up today or tomorrow, or at least starting to come back. So yeah, that's good to hear. So yeah, they got enough cavalry. I like to see them trade Matt Judon, and Atlanta Falcons didn't have to pay Matt Judon. So Matt Judon did all that bitching and complaining in New England real quick. And he said, I want to earn my contract. So I guess he didn't want to be in New England no more. I mean, don't nobody want to be in New England that's black. But you know what? This ain't the platform for that. So if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So I don't blame him. No brothers want to be in New England. So you could have traded for Matt Judon, which they probably didn't have the compensation to trade for Judon to begin with. But they could have traded for Judon and didn't even have to pay him. He would have been on a prove-it deal. You know? So, crazy, right? But yeah, I think they got enough people on the defensive line in there. So, they got enough guys there. He got enough versatility. He got more help than he had last year. Aleem McNeil, we ain't got to speak on him. He about to get paid, you know. He just got to do what he did and step up what he did last year. So he about to get paid. But let's talk about Hooker, and I'll get some comments. Y'all talk about Hooker. He was cool yesterday. Everybody get excited about the backup quarterback. I don't know if him starting playing 85% of the game, thinking to the fourth quarter. I don't know if that was any indication, especially with Nate Sudfeld not getting in there. Was that his final audition for the backup quarterback position? I don't know what that really represented, to be honest. But, early on, the offense sputtered. But as it went on, he made some good throws. He ran the ball a lot. His legs give him a different dimension. He's still reckless. He don't know how to slide. He don't know how to protect himself. He had a good throw to Maurice Alexander over the middle. And that's what people want to see. But you got to understand his arm is compromised because he had that finger injury. He probably never healed from that finger injury. So the ball come out his hand different from any quarterback on the roster, including Goff. It jump out the hand. He threw a nice deep ball to somebody, Darius Fountain. Come on now. He threw a nice deep ball to Darius Fountain, and he dropped it. He made a nice adjustment, and he dropped it. So, obviously, the arm is there. In a lot of situations, the accuracy is there. Yeah, I like what I've seen. Everybody get enamored by his athletic ability, and that's cool. But the name of the game is to throw the football. So, is he consistent enough to beat guys from the pocket? Is the question. So, everybody got excited. I'm more excited about some of the throws he made. I'm concerned about how he don't protect himself when he run the football. So, and I wonder what type of packages they have put in there for him. Lord forbid he has to get in there and play meaningful minutes because, when you got a dynamic running quarterback that can run, that make the running backs lane that much bigger. That's why I was kind of talking with some guys about fantasy football and double tap the screen and like the video. We were speaking on that, and I was telling them why Saquon Barkley should be a lot higher. And everybody, I don't think he gonna do nothing, and he ain't did. I mean, he was playing with Daniel Jones in no quarterback play. You put him behind the best football, one of the best lines in football, and it may be better than our line, but because it's not this things is not one on paper. You got to remember that these things are not one on paper. So they made some adjustments. They lost Jason Kelsey. We lost Jonah Jackson, so we got to see. But they got one of the best foot lines in football, and you put them with that and Jalen Hurts, add Johan Dotson, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. In my opinion, on paper, and if I was a betting man, they by far, as long as there's not no dysfunction going on, they by far the team to beat in the NFC, to be honest. Especially if Ayuk don't come back to San Francisco. Philadelphia, and they added the kid from Toledo. They added some defensive help. So, but then again, the problem with that, me and Mike was talking about, is that they don't have the camaraderie that the 49ers have or the Lions have when it comes from their coach. It came out that the coach and Jalen Hurts don't see eye to eye. So it's hard for me to believe in a guy in Jalen Hurts who's so respectful and, who everybody loves, that the coach don't love him. And that's what I kind of be trying to say, that when you're a head coach A lot of them old white head coaches are starting to get phased out. That Belichick tree, you know, it's showing y'all that a lot of these players need player coaches. That's just where society going. Back in the day, Bobby Knight, Bill Parcells, that coaching style. My generation, millennials and down, used to be more responsive to that coaching style. These kids today been raised by mamas and no daddy, so that militant style not gonna work. So you're gonna see a lot of the head coaches in all sports, they gonna start turning over to uh, more player friendly coaches, more coaches that can relate from some of these dudes' backgrounds, and a lot of them is gonna be brothers. I'm telling you that right now. You know, and it wasn't that Matt Patricia wasn't a great coach. He just didn't have no social skills. So, and you'd be surprised how many kids today don't have social skills. You know what I'm saying? A lot of boys don't have social skills no more, and that's crazy. And they live on the internet. And that's why you see they say 36 or 38% of young men worldwide under 30 are virgins. You know, they lack the social skills. Put the Fortnite down, put the Madden down, put the 2K down, and go out there and have some fun with your homies. Go out there and talk to people, talk to women. They human too. Because the minute we become an antisocial society and we trending in that way, ain't gonna be no fun. Go to the Lions game. I'll tell you this, right? I'm gonna give you a life hack for y'all that struggle with that. Believe it or not, a lot of single women go to sporting events to look for guys. They say, I won't compete for a man. They're a goddamn lie. Don't believe the internet rhetoric. Listen to your boy CJ. I used to work at the Lions game, right? I go down there from time to time to Little Caesars. It's plenty of women down there looking for men, bro. It's plenty of them. So listen to me. It's plenty of them single women that's going to them games looking for dudes. Come on. Now he rubbing his butt on the. Come on. Come on, man. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. He's rubbing his butt on the grass. He was that to my carpet and get in trouble. Come on. But for real, that's what's up. These girls be on the prowl looking for guys like y'all, man. Don't let, if you ain't 6 foot, if you ain't 200 pounds, or don't let that shit fool you. But Hooker, yeah, I like him. Yeah, Hookers, he should be QB number 2. But if I still had a chance to get Ryan Tannehill or somebody established, I would. I would. But that's just my opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. But let me get some comments. Let me put him on the leash. Come on. But nothing more, nothing less. But let me get some comments. Shout out to Kobe. I see you. Tell your boy Down People Jones to go home. He is home, nigga. He from Detroit. He is home. That nigga might run up on me at Trader Joe's. Yo, kid. I know Isaiah Stewart looking for me. I know he looking for me. I ain't scared of your big ass. I will not hesitate, I will not hesitate to send you to the upper room, brother. I'm not about to fight with your big ass. I will not hesitate to send Isaiah Stewart. Say, no, I'm talking shit. Losa, who you call? He put up on Gilbert Arenas. Who you calling? Who you talking shit to? Come on. Come here. I mean, all the little chicken heads out today. I hate when girls cover their booty up with like sweaters and jackets. Like, I know it's about to rain though. I'm like, come on. And then all the girls with booty cover they booties up with sweaters, and all the girls with no booties, they don't never cover their booty up. Come on, man. The world is backwards. Cause my boy B Taylor. You got to come on when I do the training camp wrap up. Aaron, you too, bro. What's going on? He said, I'm very disappointed. I had high hopes for him and Green. Well, I had high hopes for him. I didn't know what to expect from Green, but the way Brad Holmes made it seem, the way he was talking on 97 on the ticket, how he was talking about Green, me too. The minute Green got hurt trying to block a linebacker, was it? They got rid of that ass. For real. He said you finally like. He said you fruity like an empanada. What? He said them boys not built like us, born in the '80s. Yeah, yeah, these niggas, these the mamas that built these niggas, man. Wearing purses and I remember my stepdaughter used to babysit, and one of the boys she babysits used to play with dolls. I smacked the shit out that doll out his hand. Like, we ain't playing with no dolls over here. We gonna go get you a He-Man or some shit. Remember Stretch Armstrong? His mom was like, yeah, he right, he right. I'm like, yeah, he ain't playing with no dolls in my presence, nigga. He said, I like Isaiah Washington. I think he mean Williams, but they still need another receiver. Yeah, I agree. Isaiah Williams a problem. Isaiah Williams, you can't let him go. I see why he had one of the most lucrative. I think he had the most lucrative undrafted free agent contract of all time. Yeah, you can't let him go. Van Jefferson, I like Van Jefferson. What about the other dude from LA? Man, that nigga was balling over there too. DeMarcus Robinson, dog, he got over there balling last year. You know, he got out there balling last year. Shit, maybe Tutu Atwell get cut. He can run though. Maybe, I mean, I don't. I know maybe you can get Devontae Parker from the New England Patriots too. I always like Parker, even at Louisville. We had Vance Jefferson. I like that one. Vance Jefferson, Darius Slayton. Um, who else? Uh, um, Terrence Marshall. Terrence Marshall, my dog. Hooker would be QB number 2. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Dan Campbell probably still gonna give it to Nate Sudfeld. I guarantee you it. They probably feel, shout out to Alex, they probably feel like they have enough weapons on offense altogether to make up for lack of depth of receiver. The problem with that is um, uh, they don't, because they struggled outside the hashes with Josh Reynolds last year. So they need more help outside the hashes. You know, so it's only so much, we're running the ball, it's only so much you can draw up. So they need somebody outside the hashes, bro. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of damage inside the hashes. They need somebody that can win outside the hashes. And if I'm playing the Lions, I'm gonna challenge each one of them dudes, like Jamison Williams. I'm gonna take away Laporta. I'm gonna take away St. Brown, and I'm gonna make Jamison Williams and everybody else beat me outside the hashes. That's what I'm doing. I already know exactly how I play the Lions. What make the Lions so tough is you got, the run game make them tough. So if they can get Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery and them guys catching the ball out the backfield, then yeah, they're gonna be tough. But they still need to develop something outside the hashes. You know, that'll make them unbeatable. But shout out to Trey Finesse, Sports Underlord, go Lions. He said we don't lose when we're using backups and they using their starters. I mean, yeah, that's true. They was using their starters for a couple rounds. Isaiah Stewart is a mental case. He from New York. Yeah, he another New Yorker. He from upstate though. He from Rochester. They get down to Rochester. I know some solid dudes from up there. He said I was thinking Tutu Atwell as well too. Yeah, because he wasn't getting used. But if I can get DeMarcus Robinson, him and Stafford was on another level last year. Him and Stafford was on another level last year. Oh, I gotta keep up with Miles. This one, all these girls apparently walking their small dogs today. I was walking into the crib yesterday. This lady started hitting on me. I'm like, chill, like chill, like chill out. She on her balcony and shit. Come here, come on. She on her balcony and shit. Miles be the bait. That'd be crazy. I don't even be using that nigga's bait. Come on. She all in my face and shit with her little robe on. Like, chill. Y'all live on Taylor. That's baby mama land right there. Taylor, that's baby mama land. That's the capital of baby mamas in America, Taylor. Taylor, Michigan is the capital of baby mamas. She definitely extra. She definitely a baby mama, baby's mama, in my big boy voice from Outkast. If she live in the Pines, if you know, you know. Henry can play. Yeah, he can. Shout out to Juan. Tay Ben said, honestly, do the Lions have enough to win a Super Bowl or another year? If they got enough to win, it's gonna be based on the defense and the quarterback. That's another thing y'all not pointing to is that the quarterback need damn near every resource possible. Come here. So that's another thing we not talking about. Like everything usually got to be perfect for golf, but they got enough because I think defensively, if that secondary come together and they defensive line, they stay healthy. They defense, and I did a video on this. I think they defense gonna carry them next year. That's my opinion. I got a feeling that the defense is gonna carry them. But if they win this year, you gotta run the ball, stop the run, and have good quarterback play. And I think last year Goff played extremely well in the playoffs. He had a sketchy stretch late last year. I don't know if it was an injury or sometimes you just have a stretch like that. We all got our stretches where, just can't nothing go right. Pray on it, we'll get through the stretch. Because ain't nobody here to bail men out neither. We got to bail ourselves out. We bail everybody else out. But when it's time to bail us out, don't nobody bail us out. That's why I say, if you got a strong family, that's what's up. You got a good woman that'll bail you out, that's what's up. You know? My chick was telling me that her friend dealing with a woman or dealing with a dude, and he was asking her for 2,000, and she be giving it to him. I'm like, God damn, the fuck am I doing wrong in life? I can't ask a nigga for $2. I can't ask nobody for $2. I can't. And it's expensive to live in Tennessee too. I don't know what part they live in though. Oh, I don't know what part. It's expensive. I'm like, damn, I can't ask nobody for $2. You wanna go over there? Come on. I'm dreading going to work out this morning. But I'm about to go knock this shit out. But I think they got enough. He said I'm not sold on the Lions quite yet. It's another year in the Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not burying and burning the SOL just yet. I agree. I need to see about 3 or 4 years of this. Oh, you wanna go? Yeah, I'm gonna come over here just cause he barking. Go ahead and jump down here. It'll be your last leap. It'll be your last leap. He all right. Pretty good. People, he said, Lions need to reunite with DJ Shark. I said that. He signed with the Chargers. I said that, bro. I said that. Golf and Shark was clicking like peanut butter and jelly. They was clicking. I guess I feel I'm the only person that say that. I don't listen to Detroit YouTubers like that. I might listen to Mike and a couple other ones, but I don't really listen to them. A lot of them niggas ass. I said it. A lot of them niggas ass. They just ride the Lions carousel. Everything the Lions do. You got that one dude. Everything they do. I fuck with him though. I ain't gonna say he ass. He a good YouTuber. But everything they do. Oh, the Lions signed Kool-Aid Johnson. Oh, Kool-Aid Johnson's the greatest pickup ever. This is why Kool-Aid Johnson's the most underrated guy. I be cracking the fuck up listening to his videos. But I always tell people, it's a place for everybody on YouTube. Optimism, people that's optimistic, people that's honest, people that's negative, people that's positive, people that tell lies. It's a place for everybody. If you don't like somebody's stuff, don't watch it. People are realizing he may not be able to play football anymore. He just looks done. Yeah, man, to be honest, all the injuries he fought through, and then sometimes you just don't have the spirit to do it no more. That's why I stopped hooping. I just didn't. When I graduated from high school, I just didn't have the spirit to hoop no more. I didn't have the spirit to hoop no more. I didn't have the spirit to hoop no more. I just didn't want to hoop no more. So I feel him. Sometimes it's just a spiritual thing. Sometimes you're just tired, dude. And so that's why you see people retire and come back. It ain't always about the money. Sometimes you just need to recharge. The Rams are looking to trade Ernest Jones, the linebacker. We got enough linebackers. He a tackling machine, though. You know who I was thinking about this morning? No Diddy. Ernie Sims, bro. Man, remember Ernie Sims? Ernie Sims used to be fun to watch, bro. Ernie Sims was either gonna knock you out the game or knock yourself out the game. Because, Florida State, I called the upset about Florida State yesterday when they lost to Georgia Tech. I knew they was gonna lose. You see who that quarterback is? DJ Ubanga. Trash. Trash. I'm getting drugged around for a squirrel. Come on, man. Rochester Knights. He said Rochester Knights be coke friends. He said Taylor and Westland. Yeah, Westland one of them funny shaped ass cities too. I ain't had to. I can see that because Westland had once they became a developing city, and Westland once they became a developing city, you got to remember too that before they became a development city, them apartments they selling for like 1,012. Cause I almost moved out there, 1,000 to 1,200. A lot of them apartments, they was $500, 2010, 2011. But then when they started developing in Westland, they started putting them seafood places out there, the hibachi places out there. It's another good ass. It's a Chinese restaurant out there. It's on damn. It sit on the same road as MJR sit on. What is that? It's not Newburgh. Yeah, it's not Newburgh. I forget the name of that road. I'll go down there all the time. But it's the next one over where Westland Mall sit at and stuff like that. And it's not far from that Community Choice Bank. It's on the same side, but it's in the next plaza. I forget the name of that church. They should be good as hell. But yeah, before Westland became a developing city, before it actually developed, it was cheap as hell to live out there. When nothing out there, similar to what I'm at now. When nothing out here in Ovi, and it developed. And you know what's so funny about it? A lot of people still don't know that how much Novi and Westland developed. A lot of people still don't know how much these cities developed. That's crazy. But yeah, Westland was a developing city, bro. It was. I remember I used to go out there. You used to have these chicks we met at the club to talk to. She used to live out there. Her apartment's like $450, 1 bedroom, straight. And my homie, his people used to live out there. So now you go out there in them same apartments, nothing different, nothing new with the amenities, $1,200, $1,300. Cause now they developed the city, So it ain't just Westland Mall. Like I gotta get them J's, but I know they gonna be there because nobody go to Westland Mall. So they put a lot of shit out there now, a lot of restaurants. And really Westland is kind of like, it's a funny shaped city because they was gonna buy Inkster and shit. Inkster was supposed to get broke up between Westland and Dearborn Heights, if my memory serves me correctly, in their school districts too. But the thing about it too is that Westland ain't even too far from the city though. That's why Southfield is so expensive, because it feels far from the city of Detroit, but it's close. Westland is another city. It's not far from the city of Detroit. Like depending on which part of Westland you stay in, like the part by Canton, it's hard to get through because there really ain't no freeway to take you over there, especially from Dearborn. But yeah, in Dearborn, they don't let certain people live in Dearborn. They won't sell to the outsiders in Dearborn. But you know what? I'm not gonna dig into that. But they won't let like certain people living in Dearborn. They won't let that happen. So, but nonetheless, yeah. Eagles GM doing this. Yeah, Eagles GM, Harry Roseman, he a problem. He said Coffee said couldn't work out with us next Saturday. Saturday? It might be possible. I ain't work out this Saturday, man. I'd be exhausted on Saturdays, bro. What I do this Saturday? I had to do everything this Saturday. I had to get 2 new tires. Went to get one. He gave me a deal on 2. That's why I go to the hood. In the suburbs, I ain't giving you no deals. I ain't give you no deals. And that's a boy or a girl? A boy. See, that's the dog I actually wanted. Yeah. Oh, that's the one that live over in this one? That motherfucker got big quick. He got big quick. I remember he was little as hell. That dog got big quick as hell. know that was him. Yeah, them Alaska Malamutes. My daddy had one of them. Them motherfuckers get big as hell. They get big quick. Yeah, he whoop your ass. Now you might have a dying chance. I think you might get him. This the last month you might be able to get him. My dog old now though. His fighting day is over with. He will always fight when somebody. It's never a stray animal. It's always some animal that get out the backyard. Cause black people don't want their dog. They're to me there, right? And I still may move back out that way, to be honest. So I about to move out there or whatever, right? He was like, nah, don't go out to nobody. Go out there unless I'm off. If I'm at the mall late, that means I'm picking up an outfit for an occasion or whatever. So I know I beat them there first or whatever, even though I'm coming way further. So I beat them there first. And we get to this bowling alley. Like, what's the street that the Walmart sit on? I think that might be Ford Road. So you come like, cause the Walmart's in Canton. So, but you come down Walmart, you come down that road and you go over the bridge, away from going the opposite way from Walmart and Imagine Royal. I mean, to Imagine Canton. You come over the bridge and it's a bowling alley. Man, when I tell you the police was in there circling, just driving in there, running niggas' place like Livonia. And I walked into the bowling alley with her. She was like, oh no, it's just too many people. It was nothing but black people in that bowling alley, bro. Nothing but black people. And you gotta remember too, I think during the pandemic or right after the pandemic, that they got the shooting in Westland Mall at the jewelry store. Yeah, like dog, I used to go to Westland Mall for the custom t-shirt shop. Me and him was gonna do a deal for merch. So I used to buy stuff from him in there back when he had a booth. He got a store now. I don't know if he still got the store, but when he had a booth, and I used to go in there to kind of get the shoes, because nobody went to Westland Mall when new shoes came out or when I needed a pair. Remember, I needed a pair of Timbs, so I went in there to get a pair of Timbs. I knew they was gonna have my size because don't nobody go to Westland Mall. I go that for that, and I go for the masseuse place in there. The massage place in there is A1. I ain't been in a while, but the massage place in Westland is in Westland Mall at the very end is golden, bro. It's the motherfucking truth. He said I went to that bowling alley yesterday near Wildwood. I live in Westland. That mall, yeah, that mall. Ever since like the mall, it been dead. But ever since they had that shooting, it been double dead. Ever since they had that shooting, it's been double dead, bro. For real. I used to go all the time. I never used to, but I go to that Hibachi Grill on that same road, Westland Mall. I don't know why it's escaping me, but I go to that Hibachi Grill with that all you can eat hibachi buffet. I should take old girl there today. If she come back, I'll take her. We supposed to go to a taco fest today, but I think she forgot. She just left. But that's why I didn't get up and I wasn't going nowhere. I had company Saturday, so that's kind of how that would happen. When I didn't get up. Well, I got up early. She had to go. Girls do not be wanting to leave, do they? They do not be wanting to leave. And my house nice too. It ain't big at all because it's just me and my house, but big TVs and shit. My shit always clean too. But yeah, he said Fire Mom Buffet. All right, for sure. I gotta put that. I'm about to put that in now. Fire Mom Buffet. Westland was lit when Gamer USA was around. Oh, y'all remember that shit too. He said they just closed the Subway. Oh, in the mall they closed the Subway down too? Damn. Yeah, that mall dead. I just go there for the shoes, the massage. I might go on that Lids every now and again. Yeah, it's a nice low-key mall, especially if you cheating on your girl or something like that, or you with an ugly duckling you don't want to be seen with. It's a great mall to go to. That one, Laura Park Place Mall is another one. My movie theater used to be the Riviera. Yeah, I used to be with like, I used to date chicks and just wanted to keep it low key or whatever. I used to go to the Riviera. But now the Imagine bought the Riviera right there on Grand River and M5. The Imagine bought the Riviera now. So when the Imagine bought the Riviera, it was a wrap. Now everybody knew about the Riviera. Me and my mom used to go there all the time. So you can go there late and then not have to deal with nobody. But that ain't the case no more. You know, everybody knew about it. That the Imagine bought it. But my favorite movie theater to go to is the Imagine Royal Oak. That's my favorite one. The Imagine Nobody's cool too, but it ain't Royal Oak at all. MJR and Westland not bad neither. I like they movie theaters. I might go to the movies today to be honest. But but other than that, man, that's all I got, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream. I'm about to. He said I back in the day was the Phoenix, the Star Theater, in Southfield. Remember the first AMC they had in Southfield? Not the Star Theater, but the one they used to sit on Green. They used to sit on Greenfield back in the day. Man, remember the Northwest Theater? Right there, he used to sit with a Popeye, sit out on Grand River and Finkel, between Grand River and Finkel on Southfield Freeway. I went to go see Vampire from Brooklyn there back in the day, me and my sister. Sit. Yep. I used to go to the Riviera when it was called West Rivers. Yeah, I remember that shit too. Remember it used to be low key? Man, imagine. He about to pull my arm out the socket. Yeah, Southfield City 12. Yeah, man, Southfield used to be the shit, bro. The Southfield Star was, man, Johnny Rockets used to be up in that boy. Remember they had the arcade? That's another reason why these dudes, these young kids ain't social no more. Because we used to go to the arcade and the girls used to be there and man, we used to have fun, bro. Get out, go to the arcade. When I bought my house, I already said I'm getting like the original arcade version of House of Dead, NBA Showtime, Taken Tag, and probably Shredder's Revenge or something like that. I'm getting not the little mini versions of them. I'm getting the real versions of them. The real versions of them. Come on. The real versions of them. That's what I'm getting. The real versions. I will get Jurassic Park, but them shit's going for like 18 bands. Them joints going for 18 bands. One of them. They had one for 8,000. I can kind of see me doing that. But if I had company, and they gonna come over to play that, they gonna put their quarters. If I pay 18,000 for 8,000 for something, let alone 18,000 for something, they gonna be paying. They gonna put quarters to play. Ain't gonna be no free play, my nigga. No whatsoever. Ain't gonna be no free play. Let me see my battery level at. Yeah, let me charge up before I dip. But yeah, let me get up out of here. He said, bro. He said, Tekken Tag, the best ever. I used to clean arcades out. I get my cousin on here. He'd testify to that. I was a Tekken Tag king. I used to clear arcades out. Remember that arcade? Remember that movie theater? They used to sit there on Michigan and Telegraph. And I was at a hotel by the Chuck E. Cheese and all that, man. I cleared that whole arcade out. He said, bro, we ran arcade, mall, movie skating rinks, even though I couldn't skate. Oh, I could skate. I used to. I learned the hard way. Yeah, they don't do nothing no more. Everything is virtual. Who remember when McDonald's was in? Oh, man, actually, we used to skip. I used to skip my senior year of high school up in there. In there, popping with full uniform on. We was so dumb. We was dumb as hell. We up. Remember, man, Fairline used to be the shit back in the day, for sure. Benjamin Foe, salute. I'm gonna have to have you and B Taylor on. We talk. I do this wrap up show and this preview show for sure. But yeah, nigga, I used to be up in for sure. Let me prop this shit up. Yeah, let me grab my water. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I used to be all through there, bro. I used to be all through there. For sure. I was in Northland too. I remember when Northland had ballet. No cap. I remember when Northland had ballet. Y'all remember that? Remember Northland had ballet? That was that, man, dude. Used to be some good ass times, bro. I remember when Northland had valet, my nigga. For sure. I ain't been to Somerset in a minute. My girl told me to go to Somerset for men's clothes. I want to go there. I'm going to go to Somerset. DMX at Northland was making a comeback. Yeah, and they end up tearing it down. They got a Costco's there. They gonna put a whole bunch of condos or senior living there or something. And they putting all these condos and senior living around, and can't nobody afford that shit. We can't afford it. We can't even afford that shit, bro. Unfortunately, And to be honest, what a lot of people don't know is they can, your politicians can put a stop to this inflation. They could put a stop to rising the rent. They could stop that shit if they wanted to. So they always shaming the brothers for not being able to. They always shaming the brothers for not being able to afford their own place. But you gotta understand, ain't no Section 8 vouchers for black men. Even black men that's widowers, ain't no help for men in general. Ain't no help for men in general. So when they try to shame you for not having your own place, it's hard out here. Cause ain't no saving grace for us. We gotta save up 6 months to a year rent just in case something happen. Then you gotta move. You know what I'm saying? So you might have child support on your head. You might, how it be. And the shit ain't simple. You might have a car note. And most of us shouldn't really want a car note, right? You shouldn't want a car note because that's another expense. That's another expense. So yeah, you shouldn't want a car note, but hey, I feel you. I feel you. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But that's the number one debt. That's the number one killer. That money you putting towards the car notes, especially y'all going to get Hellcats and bullshit that y'all shouldn't be wanting to get. You know what happened there? What ended up happening is you get that car note, your interest rate ain't where it should be at, right? You get that expensive ass whip. Now that you paying 4, 5, 600 for a note, 700 for a note, paying another stack for insurance. Imagine that money you could just put stacking that money up. Real talk. I think car notes for people who got multiple incomes. And I think car notes also for y'all brothers who, you got a girl, y'all living together, y'all splitting bills, whatever. That's for y'all. Y'all got one nice car, then y'all get a used car. Y'all might have a backup car just in case. Yeah. So yeah, I be telling y'all, man, like, I be listening to a lot of financial people, and the smart thing to do now is not to get a car note if you can help it. They done took people out the dealers game in Michigan. You like, what you mean, CJ? They took dudes out the dealers game. You gotta have a dealer's license to go to the auction now. And have a dealer's license, you gotta have a business that got enough square foot to hold a car lot. I'm in the process of working on something like that right now. I'll let y'all know when it's up and running and shit. He said I went to Jeepers in Northland for my birthday as a kid. I used to go there all the time. I never had a birthday there, but I know two people who did. I used to go there all the time. We may be going to so many birthdays there. Shit, I didn't even want to go to. I didn't even want to go for real. I ain't even want to go. I'd have been to so many birthdays there. Costco's already. Yeah, it is open already. Yup, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. It is already open. He said, "Man, shit is so tough. Out here, insurance notes and rent cutting my throat. Yeah, insurance, bro. Like it's wild out here, man. Like people don't understand. That's why I say, y'all brothers who got y'all own spots, the brothers who got their own spots, man, y'all the motherfucking man, bro. Own spot, own car, and most of the brothers that's doing that on their own, they ain't got no kids or they got multiple sources of income. You got to. And then niggas be going, why you be moving women in? A lot of times when you move a woman in, y'all end up being together. One, it become cheaper, and two, who don't love in-house booty? Like, come on now. Like, come on, it's convenient as hell. I can't even see a lot of y'all. It's convenient. It's convenient. It's convenient. I can't even cap. Senior living is usually assisted. If is it not in Michigan? No, it's two. It's two. You got yeah, it's usually assisted. Either you got the people that need help. No, not necessarily. Nah, not necessarily. My grandmother lived in a non assisted senior living. So yep, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yep, that's not true. Not in Michigan. You can have senior living that's what you call it, subsidized. Um, that yeah, you can have it that's subsidized. That's subsidized. Yeah. So it's non assisted. Yeah, my grandma lived in one. Yep, my grandma lived in one. So yeah, true story. True story. But yeah, it ain't. Yeah, not necessarily assisted. But he said, man, shit. So okay, but he said I need to call a crackhead for my bridge card. Bro, I've been without a bridge card for about 4, 5, 6 years, bro. I don't need, man. It is what it is. It is what it is out here, bro. For me, it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. I gotta go grocery shop when I leave the gym in a minute. It is what it is. I buy my groceries. They've been doing that in New York with dealer's license in New York. Yup. They be doing that shit here. It's unfortunate, but we in the process of getting that out the way right now. He said, "Shit, I still wouldn't. They drop you in a heartbeat." What you talking about? What you talking about, Benjamin Foe? He said, "I'm about to get my second whip off Marketplace. I do food delivery full time in the other." Yeah, so you got one car that you do food delivery on, and one car you just. That's smart. I thought if I do get a car note, I'll probably like drop groceries off, do Uber in my old car, you know, so I can utilize that to make money. That's probably what I would do. Get another source of income by doing that. One, two. They say one too close to none, and two too close to one, as far as sources of income. Especially if you handy with your hands. You know what I'm saying? If you handy with your hands, you know, you really don't have to work, bro. Barbers, carpenters, people who hang TV mounts up, people that fix cars, you ain't got to work at all. Electricians, like I said, I gotta pick up another trade. Man, Metro Detroit is such a good market. It is. It is. These people are lazy. They will pay you to come in there and do anything. That's why I want to get into coding or some shit. Uber Eats is the shit. Oh, you like? I think my god sister do that. She do Uber Eats. That's what she was saying. She do Uber Eats and shit. So, um, I heard a lot of people like that shit. I had DoorDash until somebody hacked my account, so I had to book my room to Chicago today. But yeah, I had DoorDash and they hacked my account. I had DoorPass. I never used it. Somebody hacked my account because I guess I was, using my non-virtual credit card online, which I shouldn't have did. So I had to. They wouldn't let me use my virtual credit card unless I used to do my Google Pay. Don't ask why. So yeah, I had to start doing fucking with the virtual credit card. So, but he said not having a boss is the biggest flex in the. Yeah, it's true. Everybody don't have that mindset though. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't run the show. Everybody can't make tough decisions. We were just talking about that in the barbershop yesterday, 2 days ago. Everybody don't have that mindset. Some people just want to work for people. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. But let me get out of here, hit the road, hit this workout in. I'm about to dread it. And I got to get in this hot ass sauna today. It's going to be at one for the books. But I'm going to hop on Madden today for real. As long as I don't get drugged nowhere because it's supposed to rain. I'm going to be on Madden today. So Motor City Smoke. I think it's Motor City Smoke. I think that's what it is. I'll put it in the community tab. Yeah, I've been running with the Lions. I'm running with the Falcons. And I had another team too. Lions, Falcons, Jaguars, the teams I'm running with this year. He said, and selling dope don't mean you a boss either. I agree with that. Eric, what's going on? He said, what's good? I'm getting ready to get out here and do this Uber Eats for a few hours. How the money looking on there? Yeah, let me know how the money looking on there. Yeah. how the money looking on. How y'all money be looking on there and shit. Hold on. He said Uber Eats. You know, I make 200 a day. How long you be out there working? How long you be out there with the Uber Eats for 200? How long you be out there for 200? Cause 200 ain't bad. You do 200 5 days a week. That's a stack. A stack every week a month. You know, it's 4 racks. 4 racks times 12 is 48. It's 48 bands. He said DoorDash be gas money. I don't prioritize it as much. Sometimes 6 7 hours, or if it's slow, a whole 10 to 12. Ain't bad. He said the money look pretty good. I only do it here and there because I'm already got a full time and part time job. Okay, for sure. So I might look into it though. I live out in like Novi area, so you know the money probably super good here, and they lazy. They lazy, but let me get this, knock this workout out. Appreciate y'all for supporting the boy. Thumbs up the video, share the video. We gone.